Hi, this video will show the simple steps for assembling the beautiful Elegance bed. In a very short time, you'll have your bed ready for work. Before diving in, we want to mention that it's a good idea to hold on to your original packaging at least until you've tested all of the functions of the bed. Once you confirm everything is working properly, we recommend keeping the packaging for the duration of your warranty period. However, if you don't have space, it's fine to dispose of the packaging after you've tested all the functions. The first thing to do is take the large portion of the bed and put it cushioned down on a clean work surface. Then take one of the leg sections like this and put it at the foot of the bed. Make sure that the logo faces out like this. Line up the holes with each other. Then you'll use the longer bolts to fasten the legs to the frame. Make sure you put a lock washer on the bolt first before putting the bolt into its hole. You can start to tighten the bolt by hand. It helps to move the legs around a little bit as you're turning the bolt in. Once the first one is hand tight, you can put the second bolt in. Now you can use the included Allen wrench to make both bolts snug. Now to the other side. You'll notice there's a gap over here. This is the way it should be. Once we tighten the bolts on this side, the gap will go away. Tighten both bolts. Great, those legs are in place. Now we can put the other set on the other end. Sometimes this black piece around the face hole can make installation a little bit more difficult. If that's the case for you, you can make it easier on yourself by grabbing the frame like this and lifting until you hear the backrest click and lock in place. Now you have more room to work. Take the other set of legs and bring them into the frame. Make sure to have the logo face out like before. If you're doing it this way, you'll want to lift one side of the legs up like this and start a bolt. Don't forget to put a lock washer on the bolt first. You don't need the bolt to go in all the way since it's there just to hold this side up for a moment. Then you can go to the opposite side and put those bolts in all the way, first by hand and then using the Allen wrench to snug them up. Now you can finish fastening the other side of the legs. Next you can put these caps on the ends of the 8 bolts that you just put in. Once you get the cap hand tight, you can use an adjustable wrench to snug it up. Do the rest of the caps in the same way. The last part of the assembly is attaching the bottom shelf. You'll want to orient the shelf in this direction because the table is upside down right now. Put the shelf in between the leg sections and line up the holes. Then take one of the shorter bolts and put it in partially on one of the legs. Take another short bolt and put it in partially on the leg in the opposite corner. Starting at opposite corners helps to hold the shelf in place, making the other bolts easier to put in. Now it's as simple as putting in the rest of the bolts until they're snug. You can start with your hands and then use the included Allen wrench. Once all of the bolts look like this, you're done with the shelf. All that's left to do now is put the bed right side up and install the face cradle and armrest. Congratulations! Now your Elegance bed is ready for your next treatment. Thanks for following along.